Chapter 1. Reader Story.
You have to listen. Friday is our trip to the fun park.
Hooray!
The third grade teacher is Miss Callum. She's nice. You have to get your parents' permission.
Yes, Miss Callum.
Your parents have to sign here. Are you listening to me, Nicholas? But Nicholas isn't listening. He's drawing. You have to listen, Nicholas.
Sorry, Miss Callum.
Miss Callum is explaining about the form, but Nicholas just plays with it. Nicholas, your parents have to sign that form.
Why?
You see? You're not listening. The other children think their friend Nicholas is very funny. We're having a picnic, so you have to bring a packed lunch, but you don't have to wear your school uniform. Are you listening, Nicholas?
Excuse me?
Oh. You have to meet at the school bus at 8:30 in the morning. You have to arrive on time. What time is the bus leaving on Friday, Nicholas?
9 o'clock?
8:30. And remember, you have to bring your bathing suits. Everyone is listening to Miss Callum. Everyone except Nicholas. Friday comes. Nicholas is late. He wasn't listening. Everyone arrives on time except him. Where's Nicholas? We have to stop! Nicholas is coming!
Please wait for me!
Luckily, Nicholas's friend Lisa stops the bus.
Can we see the sharks first?
Yes, we'll go to the aquarium before lunch, and then we can go on the water slide.
I'm glad I don't have to do that.
Lunchtime!
Oh.
Nicholas doesn't have a packed lunch. He wasn't listening. The other children shared their lunches with Nicholas.
You can eat one of my sandwiches.
Nicholas is wearing his uniform and he doesn't have a bathing suit. He wasn't listening. Go and put on your bathing suit.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You have to wear a bathing suit, Nicholas. You can't go on the slide in your school uniform.
I have two. You can wear these.
Nicholas really wants to go on the slide, so he wears Keenan's swimming shorts.
Thanks, Keenan. I think it's a good idea to listen to you, Miss Callum. How can I say sorry to Miss Callum and thank my friends for helping me?
On Monday, Nicholas takes a cake to school. What does that say?
It says, I have to listen.
Chapter 2. Reader's Story.
The Magic Money Tree. Ravi lives with his mother in the city of Gulzar. Ravi's friend, Hamid, and his grandmother live there too. There are no trees in their neighborhood. There is no park. The people of Gulzar don't have much. One day, Ravi's mother looks in the kitchen cupboard. It's empty. At Hamid's house, the cupboard is empty too. Ravi and Hamid are playing. There's something on the path. Money, Hamid shouts. Mine, Ravi shouts. No, mine, says Hamid. Hamid's grandmother hears them. Why are you fighting? She grabs the coin. It falls into a crack in the ground. Now we've lost the coin, she says. The next morning, Ravi looks out of the window. He sees a tree where the coin fell. Strange. Something is growing on the tree. Money! Exclaims Ravi. He runs and tells Hamid. Look! There's a money tree! The boys pick the money off the tree. Ravi and his mother buy eggs and chicken. They buy bread, potatoes, and melons. We need chocolate and cake, says Ravi. Yes, his mother says. We have a lot of money now. But Hamid's grandmother puts the money in her money box. Let's save this. Every day, the boys get more money from the tree. Ravi's mother buys new dresses and a bicycle for Ravi. But Hamid's grandmother just makes tomato soup for lunch every day and puts more money into her money box. Then, one day, the magic money tree dies. The next day, Ravi's mother looks in the cupboard. No food. They go to Hamid's apartment. We have no food, and the money tree is gone. You can eat tomato soup with us, Hamid's grandmother says. Thank you, says Ravi's mother. Hamid's grandmother gets money from the money box and sends Hamid to buy bread. They all eat. This is good, says Ravi's mother. And I still have money in my money box, says Hamid's grandmother. Hamid has an idea. Can I have these seeds, please? We can still grow vegetables, says Hamid. And we can use money from the money box to buy tools. We can build a garden for everyone. Soon there are a lot of vegetables. They sell the extra vegetables. Everyone has food to eat, and everyone is happy.
Chapter 3. Reader's Story.
Capolia. I'm going to tell you a story. This story is a ballet. A ballet is a show that tells a story with dancing. Musicians play music for the dancers. Dr. Copper was a toy maker. He was very smart, but he wasn't happy. Dr. Copper was sad because he was lonely. So he made a friend. She was a doll. He named her Capolia. He liked to pretend that she was alive. One day, Dr. Copper put Capolia on his balcony. Two friends, Hilda and Frank, were outside the house. They waved to Capolia. She didn't wave back. They called to her, but she didn't answer. They were angry because she didn't say hello. They decided to go inside and meet this girl. She was very rude. Inside the workshop, Hilda and Frank saw Capolia. Why was she so still? Hilda touched Capolia. She was very surprised because Capolia wasn't real. She was a doll. Then, Frank and Hilda heard a noise. Someone was coming. They were worried. They looked for a place to hide. Frank stepped into a box, but there was no room for Hilda. She had an idea. She moved Capolia and sat in the doll's chair. Dr. Copper came into the workshop. He turned on a special box. It was a magical machine. Dr. Copper was excited. He wanted the machine to bring Capolia to life. The machine started working, but Frank was inside. Dr. Copper was very excited about his doll. He pressed the button on his machine. Now he could bring his doll to life. Hilda saw what Dr. Copper was doing. She pretended to be the doll. She danced for Dr. Copper. Dr. Copper was very happy because he thought his doll was alive. Hilda danced over to the machine and opened it. Frank was confused. Was Hilda the doll? No, she wasn't. The doll was on the floor, but Hilda was pretending to be the doll. Frank quickly got out of the machine. Hilda and Frank ran away from the workshop. Dr. Copper chased them down the street, but they escaped.
Chapter 4. Reader's Story.
Cinderella goes to the party. Cinderella was in the kitchen. Her stepmother was a horrible woman. Her two stepsisters were horrible too.
Cinderella, make the beds. Cinderella, sweep the floor.
Cinderella was very sad.
I always make the beds. They never do it. I always sweep the floor. They never do it. It's not fair.
Every day, it was always the same.
Cinderella, put the kettle on. Cinderella, bring my shoes. Cinderella, where's my hat? Yes, stepmother. Here, sister. Yes, sister.
One day, there was a knock at the door. It was an official from the castle. There was an invitation in his hand. His Royal Highness, the Prince, is pleased to invite you to his party at the palace on Saturday night.
A party at the castle? Isn't that awesome? Oh, it sure is.
And it was fun for everyone. Everyone except Cinderella.
Cinderella, where's my dress? Cinderella, pick up my clothes. Cinderella, my bedroom's a mess. I always clean the bedroom, and I always pick up the clothes. They never do it. Well, not anymore.
Suddenly, Cinderella was angry.
You find your dress. You pick up your clothes. And you clean your bedroom. Is that fairy godmother? I need help. Please come now. Here I am. Why are you so angry? I'm angry because I always do the work. They never help. And there's a party at the castle. Everyone is going except me. Can you help?
Her fairy godmother was a big help.
Cinderella can't do everything. Do your own hair. This is fun. You can help too. I can help you with your boots. Thank you. Wow, isn't this awesome? It sure is. My hair looks cool, and I did it myself. That's right. You can help Cinderella with her hair too.
The party was really fun, and Cinderella was really happy.
Wow, I like your style.
I hope they get married. I can do Cinderella's hair for the wedding. And I can make the cake. Weddings are hard work, but fun.
Chapter 5. Reader's Story.
Journey into the past. Martin and Tilly were very excited. There was a new pyramid playground in the park.
Wow! Look at that! Let's go. But we have to do our homework. We can play ancient Egyptians to help us with our Egypt project. Okay, but not for too long.
The pyramid was painted with hieroglyphics. Martin and Tilly climbed in. Inside, there was a boy painting a picture on the wall.
Hello, I'm Amun.
I'm Tilly, and this is Martin. What are you doing?
I'm painting the pyramid. My pictures show you how the Egyptians lived. Let's find out more about ancient Egypt.
Martin and Tilly looked at the pictures on the wall. The pictures looked very real.
Ancient Egyptians lived next to the Nile River. They fished and hunted for ducks.
Wow! Look at all this long grass.
That's papyrus. It grew next to the river. The Egyptians used it to make paper and shoes. They even built boats with it. Look, here's one. Jump in. Watch out for crocodiles.
Martin and Tilly climbed into the boat with Amun. The boat floated down the river. Up ahead, there was a big building.
What's that?
That's a temple. The Egyptians believed in a lot of gods and goddesses. They built temples and painted them. They painted pictures and wrote stories about the gods on the walls.
Like the pictures you painted?
That's right. I'm learning to be a scribe. Scribes wrote stories and kept records.
That's how we know about ancient Egypt.
Amun gave Tilly a roll of papyrus. The boat stopped beside a pyramid.
I want to write down this story so I can remember it.
There was a noise in the long grass.
Look out! Crocodile! Run!
Martin and Tilly ran into the pyramid. Suddenly, they were back at the playground.
Wow, that was cool. That crocodile almost got me. It's lucky that a moon escaped in the boat. Let's go home and finish our project.
Martin and Tilly wrote about their adventure and built a small pyramid. They were very excited to show their project. So, Martin and Tilly, what do you know about ancient Egypt?
Ancient Egyptians built pyramids and temples. They were very good at drawing. They used pictures for their alphabet.
Great project! But what happened to this papyrus?
You won't believe us if we tell you.
Chapter 6. Reader's Story.
Goanna and the Moon. Bindi and her grandpa are next to the lake. I like looking at the stars, says Bindi. They're very bright.
Yes, they are bright, says Grandpa. And the moon is even brighter.
How did the moon get there, Grandpa? Grandpa wrapped a blanket around Bindi to keep her warm.
Are you warm now?
Yes, Grandpa, much warmer.
Then I will tell you a story, says Grandpa. A story from the dream time.
Once upon a time, there was a lizard named Goanna. Every day, Goanna's big belly was getting bigger because soon she would lay her egg. She needed to find a warm place for it because it was chilly at night, like it is now. Goanna saw a volcano. Maybe she could lay her egg inside. It looked warm. She climbed up. But it will be too hot in the volcano, says Bindi.
That's right. As she climbed, it got hotter and hotter, says Grandpa.
This is too hot, thought Goanna. I can't lay my egg here. So Goanna set off for the ocean. The ocean was very wet. I can't lay my egg here, thought Goanna. It will get damp. That night, Goanna set off across the desert. The desert is freezing at night, but she was looking for a place that was warm. It's colder here, thought Goanna. My egg will freeze. Up ahead, Goanna saw a mountain. It's far away, she thought. But as she got closer, the mountain looked smaller. It was not a mountain at all. It was an anthill. A lot of bright little ants were crawling over the hill. It was warmer here on the anthill. I think I can see the ants now, Grandpa.
Maybe you can, says Grandpa.
This place is perfect, thought Goanna. She dug a deep nest in the anthill. It was warm inside. She dug deeper and deeper, and in the deepest part of her nest, she laid a beautiful, big, round, white egg. I think I know what the egg is, Grandpa.
I think you do, Bindi, says Grandpa.
The bright little ants crawled around the egg. Good, thought Goanna. My baby will have a lot of ants to eat when he hatches out.
Chapter 7. Reader's Story.
the champion. Long ago, there was a boy named Milo in the city of Croton. Like most boys in ancient Greece, Milo liked wrestling. He was very good at wrestling. When Milo was 9 years old, a man visited his father.
Milo is the best boy wrestler in Croton. I want to train him for the Olympic Games. But he's very young. There are events for boys. There is wrestling, rowing, boxing, and discus. I want Milo to do the wrestling event. Okay, he can do it. Good luck. You can do it.
Thanks. I hope so.
Did Milo train often? Yes, he did. He trained 7 days a week. Did Milo train hard? Yes, he did. He trained all day. When he competed in the Olympic Games, Milo won his first laurel crown. He was a hero in Croton.
Hooray! The champion! Great job!
Was that the end of Milo's sports career? No, it wasn't. It was only the beginning. Milo continued training, and he got better and better at wrestling. Milo threw the javelin, too. He competed in the Olympic Games again and again. Every time the champion competed, he won. Milo was one of the best champions of all time. Milo was very strong. He was good at weightlifting. One day, an ox fell into a hole.
Can you help? Yes, I can. I am the champion.
Milo lifted the ox onto his shoulders and carried it to safety. Another time, a roof collapsed. Pythagoras, the famous mathematician, was in the building.
Help me, please. No problem. I am the champion.
Milo lifted the roof up and Pythagoras escaped. Milo was very famous. An artist made a bronze statue of Milo. But the statue was very big and heavy. No one could carry it. Was this a problem for Milo? No, it wasn't. The champion carried the statue himself.
I am the champion.
Even as an old man, Milo continued to show off his strength. But as he got older, he grew weaker. One day, walking in the forest, he saw a big tree across the path. A young boy on a horse offered to help Milo.
Can I help you?
Can I lift it? Go away, boy. I don't need your help. I am the champion.
You're too proud. I offered you help. Now I'm going.
But the tree was too heavy. Milo dropped the tree and it fell on his hands. He couldn't lift it. He wasn't strong enough.
Can anyone hear me?
Milo shouted for help. but no one heard him. The champion was all alone in the forest, with no one to help him.
Chapter 8. Reader's Story.
Sneaky Snake. This is the story of Jimmy Small, who never played with friends at all, because Jimmy only liked to play video games at home all day. "Put those video games away," said Jimmy's mother every day. "Jimmy, please go out and run. Find your friends and have some fun." But every day was just the same. Sneaky Snake was his favorite game. Digital animals ran up and down, collecting food in a digital town. They didn't know about Sneaky Snake, and that was always a big mistake. Little Mouse, quietly collecting cheese. Sneaky Snake ate him, quick as you please. Jimmy played well as a bird and a frog, flying and jumping, sometimes a dog. Jimmy played happily as a cat and a rabbit, but gaming became a very bad habit. Excited one day with the remote control, he hit the TV and made a big hole, and fell through the hole into the game, and after that, things were never the same. No buttons to press or push or hit. Jimmy Small had to be quick. Sneaky Snake wanted to eat him, so Jimmy Small had to beat him. Jimmy found a place to hide, but here came Snake, mouth open wide. Sneaky Snake was slippery slick, but all that practice made Jimmy quick. Jimmy, of course, knew how to play. He played Sneaky Snake every day. But Sneaky Snake needed to eat and chased him into this small street. So Jimmy couldn't run at all. Jimmy's back was against the wall. But Jimmy knew which move to make. Jimmy must attack the snake. He hit the snake. He won the game, but broke the control, and his life changed. Without it, he couldn't stay in and play video games day after day. From that day, Jimmy Small didn't play video games at all. Now he listens to his mom and goes outside with his friends to the park and the countryside.
Chapter 9. Reader's Story.
Holly's Vacation. Holly is excited. School vacation starts in 2 days, and she's going to go to summer camp. She packs her suitcase.
Don't forget your bathing suit and sunblock.
What am I going to do at camp?
You're going to try a lot of new activities. Grandma and Grandpa are going to come and say goodbye.
Holly's grandparents have a surprise for her.
We have a gift for you. It's a camera.
You can take a lot of pictures for us.
Thanks. I'm going to send you a lot of pictures.
At summer camp, all the children go kayaking. It's hard, and Holly falls into the lake. Her friend takes a picture. Holly sends it to her grandparents. After lunch, the children go mountain biking. It's Holly's first time on a mountain bike. The children are going to make a jump for the bikes. The jump is very tricky.
A lot of children fall over. Holly also falls. Holly takes a picture. Everyone laughs. Holly sends that picture to her grandparents too. Later on, the children have a barbecue. They sing around the campfire and make plans.
What are you going to do tomorrow, Holly?
Well, so far I'm not very good at kayaking or mountain biking. Whatever we do, though, I'm going to take my camera. I'm not going to miss any pictures.
That night, there's a noise outside the tent. What is it? It's an owl. A very big owl. Holly gets her camera and takes a picture. The next day, she sends the picture to her grandparents. Holly has a great time at summer camp. When she sees her grandparents again, they have another surprise for her.
We sent that owl picture to a competition.
You won first prize, Holly.
The prize is a vacation. So now Holly is planning another trip.
What are you going to do this time, Holly?
I don't know, but I know I'm going to take a lot of pictures.